As the sun dips low in the sky, we decide to rest up for the night. After securing a well-covered area, we get to work on setting up a camp. The hunter disappears to gather firewood while Zach rummages through the supplies, prepping for dinner. Kara secures our perimeter. I roll out my sleeping roll and Amelia does the same. As she sits down her things, the Pongo plushie from before falls into the grass. Amelia carefully rights it, then continues to unpack. Aw. The Pongo jiggles up to the plushie and greets it excitedly.
Boy.
It's not real. Sorry. The plushie makes no response, so the Pongo's undeterred.
Boy.
Oh, this is going to be... No, it's not a friend. I'm sorry. Again, the plushie doesn't respond. The Pongo deflates and his face falls. Look, I need to go up and be like, hey, look, it's not a real Pongo. It's not ignoring you. It's a toy, okay?
Boy.
Oh. Amelia furrows her brow, then suddenly touches a manipulator. The Pongo plushie suddenly bobs to life as a thin layer of water pools underneath. Oh.
Boy.
Amelia tries not to move her lips.
Boy.
The Pongo's eyes grow wide and he beams.
Boy.
Oh my god, this is adorable.
Boy.
The plushie bobs again, and the Pongo squishes against it as if in a hug. Like, I don't want the Pongo to be sad, but I mean, at the same time, isn't this just kind of like delaying the inevitable? Like, I don't know, I feel bad that we're lying to it more, you know. Amelia cracks a small smile, which disappears when she meets my gaze. She clears her throat and returns to fiddling with her things. She secretly and softly pretends you didn't notice. I mean, I mean, yeah, but pretend I didn't notice. That's, I mean, this isn't telling me that I'm gonna bring it up. This is just acknowledging what I saw. So is this politely going about my business, or is this just ignoring it completely and brushing it off? I'm not sure what this means. Eh? My heart warms as I watch her. She's not as cold as she would have people believe. Okay, good. So I didn't actually bring it up. That's fine. Acknowledge it. Accept it. Move along. Don't bring extra attention to it. There you go. And I go up Leon to find more kindle. When we return to the firewood, we get a fire started. Zach pulls out a simple pot and a few basic ingredients, then he gets to work. Soon the fragrance of cooked meat makes my mouth water. Kara wanders over to the fire.
That smells amazing. What is it?
She reaches for one of the skewers, but Zach's expression makes her pause.
It's not done yet.
That's what it is. She pouts and continues to hide the food. After some time, a very appetizing aroma fills the air. Zach removes the skewers from the water fire and scoops porridge into bowls. Never mind.
All right. It's done.
He hands the bowl to each of us and settles down as we dig in. I bite into the juicy meat and let the taste linger on my tongue. It's smoky and tender, a perfect barbecue. Kara savors the bite.
Oh, I didn't know camp food could taste this good.
I mean, it all depends on how you prep it and what the materials you use, yeah. Zach shrugs.
It's nothing special.
We've been doing this all wrong. No more rotating cooking duty. I vote we have Zach cook for us every night.
I second the vote for Chef Zach. Zach turns his head away and lets his hair fall over his face.
You don't have to make a big deal out of this.
Oh, Zach, it's okay. You're a good cook. Just accept it and now make us food. Don't get in. Don't get involved. I'll be your wingman? Is this really what... Is it a... Whatever. I second that vote. Yeah, there we go. See, Zach, I don't know what this meat is, and I don't care because I want it in my belly. You're a man of many talents. Kara looks at her with a soft smile on her face. I think she's impressed.
That's weird, man.
What's weird? What? No, dude, I stare at Zach, who's entirely focused on me and completely unaware of Kara. This guy is pretty dense. I'm one to talk, but okay.
I wonder what other talents you're hiding.
He shrugs.
It's okay. I'll find them all out sooner or later.
I trust you will. Zach doesn't respond, but gives together empty bowls.
Seriously, though, nobody's cooking can compare. Especially not mine.
Oh. Zach pauses.
I enjoyed it.
Hee. Kara blinks.
Really?
He offers a short nod.
It's not bad.
The inflection. It's not bad. Zach looks up and meets her gaze. Kara blushies. Kara's grin widens and a small blush creeps into her cheeks, and she does that little thing with her hands behind her back. Yeah, okay. Yes, it's finally happening. Dude. My ship is coming together. Or should I say, to really get the... To get the metaphor more appropriate, should I say, like, my ship is finally setting sail? This is my cue to leave. Flop down, roll away. I quietly slip away and go sit down at the edge of the campsite. Leanna sits beside me with a small smile. I feel her hesitate before she speaks.
So, magic training today.
Yeah, I'm a failure, I know. Yeah.
I know today wasn't quite what you expected, but after more practice you'll get it.
No, I think it was entirely what I expected. I know she's trying to be encouraging, but this is really the last thing I want to talk about. The thought of having to go through that again fills me with dread. When do you think the next practice should be?
Honestly, every day.
That's, mm-hmm. That's one of the groan threatens to come out, but I can't hold back my dismay. I mean, she's right. Every day? Liana forces a smile.
Casting is not easy, and it really takes as much practice as possible. With us traveling to the next temple, this is the best way to get you to learn quickly.
Yep. Practice and practice and practice. Try. Repetition. Don't stop. I wouldn't say keep doing the exact same thing over and over again, but if you let one failure get to you, then you're kind of stuck. You're kind of stumped from the start, really. You know, the first time you trip, if you don't, if the first time you trip you don't get back up, then you're never gonna get anywhere. You're just gonna lay in the mud and wallow in pity. I can respect that and appreciate that she's trying. And that's not me, by the way, saying, like, just try harder in response to it just in kind of a generalized way. But I'm talking about in the context of trying to learn a new skill, right? Try harder isn't the, magic cure for, making mistakes or not getting it right the first time. It's just... It's not always try harder. Sometimes it's try differently. Cater to the needs of the individual. There you go. Well, then I hope next time will be more productive than this time. It may not be. I mean, it may, or maybe just a little bit. But the point is, keep thinking about it. Just work at it. Liana tries to sound more chipper than she is.
Like I said, nobody can cast their first time. It's something I had to work on for weeks before I was able to even manipulate a light breeze.
Yeah, because you were like 11, this still sucks. At least it's not just me. This feels a bit like too much like self-pity. That's just being a jerk. I mean, empathizing, I kind of think that's what she's going for, so that's what I'm assuming this is. Actually, hearing that even Liana had trouble is more comforting than I thought. She's such a talented caster, and that it gives me a bit of hope. I smile genuinely. You're right. I'm sure with practice I'll get it. Liana's mood lifts and she returns my smile.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, it is. Liana looks up at the sky.
We should probably get some rest. It's another early start tomorrow.
Yeah, hey. As Liana says that, I feel a yawn coming on. Sounds like a good idea. There's a winding down too. Zach stays to take the first watch. As Liana heads over to her bedroll, I crawl into mine and try to ignore the hardness of the ground. Eventually, I fall asleep. We wake up in the morning and break down the camp. Then we resume our journey. After traveling for most of the day, we finally end up at Hearth Point. Quaint. This is where Arton Hunt is, supposedly. I think I'm finally getting used to all the walking as my legs, although tired, don't feel sore. Yeah.
We'll need to find this person quickly. Adventurers aren't known for sticking around in one spot for very long.
And no comment.
Let's not waste any time then.
Amelia nods.
I propose we begin our investigation at the taverns.
That is one good spot, but it's probably more than just that. But yeah, you are right. Yeah, the tavern is one spot that definitely hit.
Taverns.
Yes, there are 2 taverns in Hearth Point. One over there,
Oh, so you've been here before. She points to a building by the entrance.
and another one facing northeast from the second gate.
Kara seems a little surprised by how much Amelia knows about this town. Probably had to study the geography of Haven Guard and read all about the surrounding towns and villages.
We don't have too much daylight left.
He's right. The sun sets the sky ablaze as it dips closer to the horizon.
Let's split up. We'll be able to cover more ground that way.
Yeah.
If one tavern is a dead end, then check the other. If he's not in either place, then we'll meet back here.
And on the way, perhaps comb through the town.
I concur with this plan. Any objections?
Nope. No one speaks up.
Then let us proceed.
Proceeding. Zach, Amelia, and Kara start heading toward the nearest tavern.
Wait!
They look back at us.
We didn't talk about how the group is being split.
Apparently, they just decided. Kara smirks.
I think it's quite obvious.
I mean, you're going with Zach, yeah, but I'm also wondering if that's the only thing you're intimating out here. Lana blinks me as the group resumes walking.
What does that mean?
And why does that include Amelia? That's actually... We're a couple, of course. I'm not too sure. I shrug. Beats me. Very strange indeed. Yeah. Strange. Uh-huh. So, let's get going? Lana nods.
Ready when you are.
It's a brief walk in the town before we reach the place. As we push the door open, the warm smell of bread, oh don't, wafts through the air, bringing with it a chorus of laughter. Ha ha ha, bread smells funny. Okay, I know what that means, I'm just being dumb. The tables are full of men and women sharing food and pints. The place is a cozy feel, and as we look around, I feel comfortable and welcome.
So, Kara mentioned Arton has an eye patch.
Of course he does. She paused as she glanced at the patrons.
We should split up and see if we spot him.
Alright, I nod. Sounds like a plan. We separate and begin our search. I slowly walk around the tavern looking for anyone with an eye patch. As I begin to lose hope that he's here, I spot a man sitting alone. He's scribbling furiously in a notebook, but more importantly, an eye patch covers one eye. Finally a lead. Maybe. I hurry over to him. As he gets close, notice he's drawing a map. He stops and looks up at me.
What do you want?
Whoa. His tone is gruff, but doesn't seem hostile. Are you Arton Hunt? He sizes me up. Not a threat.
What of it?
Yeah, that's... Heard you found an area of high energy. He continues to stare at me. I was wondering if you could share that information. He waves a hand dismissively.
It's not something to be shared.
I can pay you for it. He frowns.
You can't just buy the experience of discovery. Coins are merely a construct of human greed, and you need to absolve yourself of materialistic reliance to transcend.
I wasn't anticipating a philosophical lecture, but okay. Right, whatever that means. Will you at least tell me where it is? He glares at me.
I'd like to get back to my work, and you're taking up my time.
He taps his pen impatient on the table.
Do you mind?
Looks like I know the guy. I doubt he'll say anything now. Thanks anyway. Leave the man alone, search on instead. I find her with the rest of our party and approach them.
Arden wasn't at the other tavern, but we heard that he's here.
Yeah, he's, interesting. He is. Everyone turns to face me.
Did you find him?
I nod. Yeah, he's back there. I point to the back tables. But it seems like he's the sharing type. I haven't offered to pay and he still refuses to talk. Then his face falls, and Amelia and Zach seem discouraged. Only Carr remains optimistic.
Great, you've done the hard work for us.
Zach stares at her.
Did you just miss the part about how that guy won't talk even for money?
Finding the target is the difficult part. Getting information out of him is just a matter of being tactful.
Uh-huh. Carl didn't have to wink. I get it. Zach cracks his knuckles and grins.
I get you. We're finally on the same page.
Oh, okay.
I didn't mean beat the information out of him.
I mean... Zach frowns. Oh.
You just have to give him an appealing reason to loosen his lips.
I mean, not getting beaten up it could be seen as appealing. Or maybe getting beaten could be seen as appealing as well, depending on... never mind.
Are you proposing to exploit his humanistic need to procreate with an attractive maid as a guise to extract the needed information?
Amelia!
If you mean flirt with him to find out what we need to know, then yes.
Why? Why are you like this?
What a cunning method. I approve.
Why? We all stare at Amelia. You do. She nods. That was unexpected.
Who shall be executing this plan?
You're supposed to be smart, right? Think about it for a second. I mean, Kara would probably be the best bet, you know? Just saying. You for the job, Kara? Kara grins.
I thought you'd never ask.
I'm wondering why we're asking. I mean, it seemed like she was already signing herself up for the job, but okay. She aimed towards the target, swaying her hips alluringly. Liana looks on with amazement.
She turned it on just like that?
Seems like she's not the only thing turned on. Dude, close your mouth. I shift my attention to Zach, who very obviously stares at Kara's derriere.
Zach!
It's always that the way she shouts. It does it for me. Zach snaps back to reality. His face flushes when he notices all of us looking.
What? I wasn't staring.
Dude, just.
No accusation was made, yet your defensive disposition is quite revealing of your intent.
Yeah. Zach coughs and crossing his arms, he looks away.
You're thinking too much into this.
Dude, stop it. You're digging your... We watch Kara working her magic. She engages Art and at one point even gets him to laugh. She scoots closer to him and rests a hand on his arm. Things seem to be going well. As the conversation continues, Arton suddenly shakes his head and dismisses Kara. She tries to laugh off the dismissal and re-engage him in a conversation, but he looks down at his page and he's drawing. Still stunned, she slowly makes her way back to us.
I don't understand.
Her eyes glaze over in disbelief.
It would appear Kara was unsuccessful.
Okay, so maybe we do need someone who's a bit more inclined intellectually, or perhaps, well... So maybe Amelia or Liana would have been the better choice then. You being the scholar type and Liana being an actual, you know, mage caster. Mage knight, fuck, mage caster, that's a bit... let's try Amelia then. She seemed like... This is what... For the way this was phrased of, you know, let's send in someone to flirt with them or whatever. Yeah, Kara would seem like the stereotypical best option, but maybe it would be Amelia just because he seemed like the kind to maybe appreciate a more intellectual route. I bet Amelia.
Wow.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
What's wrong with you?
What? Liana shoots me a disapproving look.
She's just a kid.
Kara folds her arm and looks at me just as disapprovingly as Liana.
I never thought you'd turn out to be such a creep.
Amelia blinks in surprise.
I believe you are mistaken about my age.
Amelia's words fall on deaf ears. The girls continue to give me deaf glares. Okay, maybe not Amelia, but that's not even what I was getting at. Never mind. Let's try that again. Fine. Liana. Liana looks surprised.
Me?
Kara masks a chuckle as Zach snickers. Liana frowns.
What's with that reaction?
Kara smiles.
Oh, don't get me wrong, you're cute, but I'm not sure you've got the personality needed for this type of thing.
I mean, your tactic didn't work, so...
And what's that supposed to mean?
You're a bit shy.
I can be plenty forward.
Oh no. Kara and Zach burst out laughing.
As if you fared any better.
Hey, yeah, exactly. Kara's smile drops.
It's always worked before.
I think you're still in denial about it. Liana looks at Amelia.
You think I can do it, right?
Amelia studies Liana.
I must admit that your propriety does not lend well to the suggestion that you could entice the desired sexual attention.
Liana crosses her arms and pouts.
Even you, Amelia?
Aw, okay. How about you show one of us what you've got? If you're successful, you can try.
Fine.
Quote unquote, who's this one of us? Kara points to me. Oh, God almighty.
There's your target. What are you going to do?
Nah. Blush. Liana's cheeks tinge slightly as she meets my eyes. I have a strange feeling in my stomach. Uh-huh. She takes a deep breath to gather her thoughts, then flashes me a determined look. She oversways her hips as she walks over to me. The movement is too exaggerated and makes her look like she doesn't know how to walk.
Oh,
What? She stammers as she tries to speak, almost as the words elude her.
hey there,
Okay.
sailor.
What? 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 What is that even supposed to... You know what? I look at her blankly.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Despite having an attractive figure and aesthetically pleasing features, it is now abundantly clear why Liana has been unable to acquire a companion.
That's a bad take.
Amelia!
At this rate, the only companion she'll be acquiring is a house full of cats.
Okay, what the fuck? Zach nods in agreement. Yeah, well, you can piss off too.
You guys are so mean.
Yeah. Liana pouts. I mean, it was cute, but it was... I don't think it was so bad. Liana shakes her head.
I'm only saying that to make me feel better.
Kinda. Before I can say anything more, Amelia speaks.
I believe we should nominate someone else.
Who? Liana crosses her arm, but doesn't protest. That's everyone then.
Regrettably, all of our options for this plan are exhausted.
Great. So what are we gonna do? Kara suddenly looks around.
Wait, where did Zach go?
Uh-oh. We searched friendly for him before spotting him beside
Oh
Arton.
no, we'll get in trouble with the city guards if he's...
Everyone's surprised. Arton's face is deep red as he quickly looks away. He giggles as he hands something to Zach. Zach accepts the parchment and nods at it and then hands back to us. Oh. Alright. Arton looks longingly after Zach's retreating form.
Here.
Dude. Hands Kara the parchment. She opens up to reveal a map of the neighboring forest. There's a sinewy path drawn in to indicate where the pockets of high energy readings are. Kara looks from Zach to the map and back to Zach.
But
what?
how did you get this?
It's not that difficult to... Never. Zach shrugs. Kara continues to stare at Zach. This time she seems less surprised and more... impressed? Well, at least we have what we need. I'm worried that someone was able to get Arton to crack, but how did Zach pull it off? And then it coming to blows and all that? We're all idiots. I shake my head. I guess the missiles will never be so... Oh god, we're all stupid! I glance at the side of the darkened sky. It's getting a little late. I think we should stay here for the night, or should we head out?
We wouldn't be able to make much progress. May as well spend the night here and get a fresh start in the morning.
Yeah, right. Alright. Amelia stands.
Now that our business has concluded, I must take my leave.
To where? What? Everyone stares at her.
Where are you going?
I have an obligation I must fulfill.
Okay.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say it sounded like you're meeting someone.
You are correct. It will not take long, and I will be ready to rejoin you in the morning.
As Amelia turns to leave, Zack stops her.
Are you sure you should go alone?
Amelia raises an eyebrow.
Surely my parents would mean me no harm.
Parents?
That explains they're familiar with the place. She has been here before. Apparently she's from here.
Yes. They would be very upset if I were to pass through without visiting them.
You have family here and didn't tell us?
I did not see the relevance.
Yeah.
Don't you want to see them?
To visit them is currently the obligation that I am going to fulfill.
That's not... whatever.
Good. Let's get to it then.
Kara gets to her feet and pushes Amelia toward the
I
exit.
do not understand.
We're going to meet your parents.
Uh-oh. Before Amelia can protest, Kara has already let her out the door. The rest of us trail behind. Amelia sighs.